Let me explain to you what witchcraft is. You notice that anyone that goes to a witch or a sorcerer, whatever you want to call them, you notice they draw a circle and then either they put funny things. And for them to prophesy to you, you must enter into their space. Do you realize they can't tell you on phone? You must come to their space. Do you know why? What God was doing here, the length, the height, the what, the walls, it was a mimic of what already is in the spirit. So the witch wants to call a spirit. That spirit has a certain pattern in hell, which is Sheol, or another name of Hades. If that spirit is going to leave hell and enter into earth, there has to be a certain arrangement that mimics what it is in hell. That's why the witch will be told, for 7 days, don't see the sun. The same replica of the spirit in hell, it doesn't see a certain type of light for that number of days. You must mimic. He is now told you have to have 2 bulls, because in hell, the same arrangement is 2 sacrifices. And if you mimic that expression well, what you're going to have at the end of that arrangement, that spirit will leave hell and enter there in that circle, because that circle mimics the reality of that environment that spirit came from. By that, a witch can call your mother's name, because your name in the spirit is open to everything, including demons. So you don't need a prophetic godly gift to call names. So we can't say you are a prophet because you called my name. What kind of a generation are you? You didn't notice when Jesus cast the 2,000 demons, the legion. Remember? What did they tell Jesus? He says, we know you are the son. How did they know? It means they have a record of all of you. So if prophecy ends at name calling, you are a weak generation. You have no knowledge. I don't need to know God to call your bank account. I can mimic a spirit and you will never know. And at the same time, I can mimic God and the same possibilities will appear. But there is a difference. One is happening from truth. He is the way, the truth. You don't need a sacrifice apart from God himself. But in this other realm, you will need a sacrifice, your children, your uncle, your sister. You see the difference? So now Christ decided to slaughter himself and enter into the holies of holies. So when you want to mimic heaven, you don't need the blood of bulls. You need the blood of his son.